Hello and welcome in another episode of
The Creator Show.
Woo! Okay guys, today super exciting topic. It's gonna be fire, it's gonna be a discussion, so I hope you're ready. I'm Polly and today I'll equip this panel in a way that I've decided to have a balance, because today we are talking about men contra women, truths or myths. Okie dokie, so what I'm going to do, I will introduce our beautiful people. So on my left hand side, we've got Mountuli.
Hi everyone, how's it going?
All this sounds.
Sound effect.
Here we go. Sebastian.
Oh, full name. Wowie.
Sebastian.
Do you feel like you're in
And-
trouble whenever someone calls you on your full name?
No.
Do you know, it's not even that. It's like, oh, that's me.
It always sounds like, like
I'm like, who are you talking to? Oh, yeah.
How about in the middle, like Sebas?
Sebas.
She's been saying all these things
No, I call
lately.
him Sebek or
Sebek.
Basti.
Basti
Busty.
I've had a few times.
Okay, guys, you're taking over
Yeah.
already,
Sorry.
and you still didn't introduce Nash.
That's fine.
Nash.
It is just Nash.
Guys, let's dive deep because probably everyone heard that saying, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. We put, how to say it, stickers or badges towards the genders. So today I think we need to break it down just a little bit. Nash, as I'm gonna start from you, just because you are in a relationship and you are
We're not in relationships.
Wait, this is my girl, so we're gonna start from the strong side.
Yes.
You've got a man with you every day. You know, he's there when you wake up, and he's there when you go to sleep. So I believe there are some habits they do that we do like or don't like. What would you say it? What the myths about the man?
The myth about the men. I think as long as you have been in a relationship, there's always myth like, if you, how do you say that? Like when you're in at work, you always hear your male colleague will say, "I'm not very well. Can I have a day off, please?"
No. It's like, can you someone call ambulance? Oh, men
No,
are
I'm
so
not going-
dramatic.
No, I'm not going dramatic.
The only reason why we're dramatic
Okay, we
though,
go.
the only reason why we're dramatic is because we need you girls.
Aw.
If
You
we
did
if we wasn't
This
dramatic
guy, this
and
guy.
we wasn't dramatic with just you guys, then it wouldn't be that relationship. That's the reason why we do that. Is because we want to show our affection as well.
Yes, that's really nice when you're doing that way. But do you hear what I said earlier? It's about when I just say it's not even about at home or in relationship. You just even when you're at work. So
Can you
your
imagine
male
them doing
colleague-
this? I'd be like, what?
Yeah, we what? We got period.
They
We
got
got-
period too, trust me.
Yeah, but
big time.
but then they cannot do the pen when they have. I mean, when they're like, "Oh, I'm hurt. It really hurts."
No,
And
there's
I'm
a
like,
scratch, and probably they're like, the blood is going all over the place. You guys dramatic. Can you at least? We need to have a discussion that sometimes we need to find a come to the conclusion, or just put this all brains together. You can admit sometimes, right? Are you being dramatic, boys? With not big reasons.
No, I
sometimes.
think they're just really.
I think there's levels between dramatic with guys, right? You got the guys, like for example, you got the guys who just, I guess, don't say anything. They're not dramatic and they just, as is, right? And then you got the extreme dramatic guys.
Like Josh.
Oh, where's my hairline? Like... No, but being on the back on the topic, it's not about guys being dramatic or not. It's actually the question of why we're doing it. We don't do things out of no reason. Actually, there are some guys who actually do things
But
out
I was
of no
going to say
reason.
that's definitely not true.
But
But it depends which guy.
But let's talk about the perspective of a guy doing it with a reason. For me personally, whenever I do anything dramatic, there's a reason behind it. And whenever I feel like I want to see like for example something funny to happen, then I'd be even more dramatic. Like maybe for example in a team meeting, I don't know if I shared with you this, Nash, but there's certain things that I say that I know will give off a certain reaction. Like for example, I would say, I don't know why, but sometimes the office is not clean. I know Nash is going to be like, why is the office not clean? Who's doing this? Team, we need to make sure that we keep ourselves tidy because this is everybody's environment. And I think that spices up life, don't you guys think? Like if it was just like a normal team, okay guys, every day. There's always like a reason behind
There's
it.
intention and everything.
There's no ill intention behind that, Nash.
So he purposely trying to make me bring out my wig.
But I think it's a nice balance. You know, we live this life. We want to enjoy it. We want to make the most out of it. So that's why we need drama.
No, that's
No?
totally fine. Like
Sold it pretty well.
my boyfriend has been criticized for being too childish. But
Oh,
I
love
don't
that.
mind. I love that. I don't mind. But it's really when you're seriously just having runny nose and saying, "I can't go to work." I'm like, I cannot go to meet you.
Does your boyfriend play games?
Yes.
Yeah. I know that trick.
No, not him though. I'm not talking about him. It's like other people as well. So
Like I would even like take days off school, and then I still have the energy to play my Xbox. So it's not actually about being sick or not. It's actually
It's just priorities.
no,
Never grow up. It's a trap, huh?
The
I need to
truth's
say
coming
for my
out.
boyfriend, he always go to work unless he's really like, once he's there's like a 1/3 of ton of concrete crashed on his leg.
oh wow.
Wow.
He still managed to finish half of the day and drive home.
Yes, that's it. Gonna like normal.
Yeah. So I mean, and I understand like you have different. It's just things that you can tolerate and you cannot tolerate. You can tolerate with a broken nose, and you're still playing with a football, but you cannot tolerate with a cold hand.
Well, that's it a little. You know what I think? The fact the guy's a little bit dramatic is kind of cute because it means that they really need us to look after them,
Yeah.
you know, just put the plaster, just a little bit of stroke like a little kitten. So it's kind of cute.
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay,
so that's why we do it.
okay. So we've got that.
Right.
What would you guys say on the other hand about us? What is, you know, that you know our secret that we truly doing and we're thinking no one is the word and we're like, oh.
Playing hard to get.
I think that means he hit the
The
nail on
laugh
the head.
was a very good signal there, and the reason why I'm saying that is because so there's different levels of playing hard to get,
Be careful, man.
and yes, I'm gonna say this.
Super hard.
Everyone know who you're with.
No.
The comments is about to get
it's
lit
a
on this
very
video.
interesting. No, it's a very interesting thing. Like it's not just girls who do it; it's also guys who do it as well.
100%.
And
For some reason.
whenever we like, let me put in this in a spiritual law of attraction term.
Oh, here we go.
When we try to play hard to get, what is the reason why we do that? What's the reason
Playing hard.
of playing
Yeah.
hard to get? Is it because
What?
of one's ego, or is it because we are trying to figure out whether that person is someone that we want to be with in the long term? Because there's always this connotation where we say, let's see how far that person would go for me, or let's see how much that person loves for me. But when we talk about for the law of attraction spirituality people, we should actually put in the perspective of why don't we just give for the sake of giving? Why do we need to hold back because of certain reactions that maybe that person will not give the love back? You know what I mean?
What I would say, I think first of all, we're not playing full on straight away because maybe we are scared of rejection. So we're touching the ground, we're checking, you know? If I'm gonna play full out, I'm gonna open my heart and I'm gonna be like, oh yes. And someone, you know how it is, the magnets, sometimes they one is going there, another one's pulling away. So I think we scared deeply that, okay, I'm gonna open up myself and the other person will think, she's too much. Like, you know, people like to chase. So I think this is the way, and we kind of learned that through our life and through relationships that we're going through, that's how it work?
There's actually let me tell. I haven't actually revealed this to anyone before.
So,
But let me
this topic.
let me tell you this. So through my life, I didn't have a father figure much really because my father left very young age for me. So I was figuring out what's the best way to learn about how to become more of a man. So probably about a couple of years ago, I read this book. It's about how to be the 3% of men.
3%.
How to be the 3% of men. And what I think his name was Corey. And what he said that was very profound. When a guy pursues not the woman, but the goals, the dreams, and the aspiration, the right woman will be attracted.
Ooh.
When a guy is purely just chasing for the sake of trying to find love or trying to pursue a woman, actually a woman doesn't find that the most attractive. What a woman finds most attractive is when a guy has a lot of drive towards
Ambitions.
getting
Yeah.
the
Can
ambitions.
we
that
suggest to
works
all
both
men to
ways
read
as well.
that book,
Yeah.
please? Is this in that book? Guys, please. Can you read that book? We really like educated men, ambitious men with hobby, men that actually they've got own passions. So,
Outside of calling
yeah.
in sick 'cause play games.
Is a book like a 3% of women?
I mean, it's a good book as well for women to see the inside of a man's perspective. But he's been through many relationships. He's been divorced. He's been married, and he's found out that through his experiments or through his relationships, he found out that actually for guys it's very simple. When you're just trying to pursue a woman for the sake of just getting a girl and have no ambitions, it 9 times out of 10 that relationship will it will end up collapsing because if the guy is always messaging, hey, how's it going, what are you up to and stuff, rather than pursuing what they want in life, it kind of dies off the
Obviously, the shallow
attraction.
conversations they will die at the point if
Yeah.
there's nothing deeper there, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's the society built us this way, like it's beautiful what you say because you've got this awareness, but it's so many people they don't. So for them, chasing is like kind of winning. So they feel important themselves. Okay, I got that girl, yeah. And then when you actually get into this relationship, then you can find out if it can go further because of actually who you are and what you've got to show or to teach that person, or like get together in a beautiful path as a partner, or it actually was for you just a trophy to win and next. And I believe it's not only men, it's the women doing the same game.
Yeah, I think it's just a law of attraction. It's like, oh, I'm looking for pretty girls, so all you get just pretty girls, and that's it. But if you are looking for a serious relationship, then maybe then you will find the other person who are also looking for a serious relationship. But I also see some people and a lot of females when man was saying that they just like the attention. Yes, I'm hard to chase, right? That's what you're saying.
Hard to get, yeah.
Hard to get because I like the attention. I like to be surrounded by, and I like to know that all the men in this class want to
Fancy
get
me and like me, yeah.
Yeah,
But sorry to interrupt, but this is coming from a within issue because you don't feel 100% comfortable with you, with who you are. You don't accepting yourself. That's why you're looking
from outside
for all those people to give you that,
you feel inadequate.
Which at the end of the day, it's still not fulfilled.
Yeah, I think the most important thing to come out of this is rather than looking love from outside, first practice love within inside. Self-love is very important. If you're going through life and you're not with someone, you need to love someone, right? Best person to love is for yourself first before you give to others. It's like the cup analogy. You can't give out to others if your cup is empty. So it's very important. You must first love yourself before you can love others.
Oh, guys, I thought it's going to be like a feisty conversation. We're going to cuss each other, because men do this, men, and we're just sitting, love yourself, and then we'll love each other. Oh, see, guys, we actually,
Nice.
we need each other, we
I
love each
also want
other.
to know what Seb got. What
What I got?
If you have any question about what
Like, what's your opinion, Seb?
like what's your opinion because you're still
I'm
single?
cuddling the love cushion.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm not the best person to ask. I've been single a little while now.
Yeah,
But like Man said, because I realized that I didn't have that for a long time. You know,
have what?
the self-love.
Mm.
I thought I did, but I didn't really. You know,
Why is that? I mean, why do you feel you don't have self-love?
I think I do now. I definitely didn't though. If I look back at like my last relationships, why they, what was the word, collapsed, was definitely because I was trying to pour from an empty cup. It was like that whole
Been it.
yeah.
I think,
like,
I'm not sure.
I
I can't say
wasn't-
everyone been there, but yeah, definitely.
yeah, I wasn't I feel like I wasn't whole. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
I feel like a relationship is, and maybe so many people in relationships can tell me, but I feel like it's two whole people coming together to like add to each other, rather, you know, like sometimes people say, oh, that's my other half, like you're missing half of
Yeah.
yourself and you need someone else to make you complete. I think that's like coming from a place of lack and like where it will collapse in on itself,
100%.
which is what I've experienced before. So now, like, if I'm whole and they're whole and we come together and we add to each other on top of already being, you know, happy and loving ourselves, I think that's,
Yeah, I can
the place it should come
100%
from.
relate to that. Like, you know, the fact you're jumping from relationship to relationship, and at the end of the day, you don't know yourself 100%. You don't know what you like. You don't know what is your hobbies because you don't have
it's like
spent
you're
time
trying
with
to find,
yourself.
it's like you're trying to find yourself in someone else.
But you know what's interesting? What you just said there. Actually, people who actually jump from relationship to relationship, actually, what they define as love is with multiple relationships. Like, for example, you know, I don't know him personally. I haven't really gone into his philosophy, but Dan Bilzerian, he's basically like he's been
Dan
able to
Bilzerian.
get his wealth through poker, and he has, you know, many women around him. So it's not to say that, you know, you definitely need to have that one partner, depending on who you are yourself. Self-awareness is very important whenever you are trying to identify this whole topic behind what's the myth behind men and women. Actually, it should be a myth about what you think or how you think you are as a person and how you think love should be portrayed. And there's no right or wrong answer. That's the beautiful thing, because whenever we try to pinpoint, okay, this is how a ideal relationship look like, that's from your perspective. But who's to say that that's for everybody? We shouldn't be defining your truth with somebody else's truth. And that's the beautiful thing, because with how we surround ourselves with different people and from people from different background, you know, who are we to say that you should live life this way?
And I couldn't wrap it up this better. Like, whoa, that's the man.
The
Who's
man.
the man? Oh, guys, I hope you did enjoy that episode. We were discussing something else, because we were talking about men control women, myths and truths. But as Man just mentioned, it is everything about you, who you are, and everything starts within you. Guys, I'm really, really curious, and all of us, what are your thoughts about that topic? So please free, comment down below and let us know. Men or women? Mars or Venus? Truths or false? Or maybe everything is start within you. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, that's the time! And smash that notification bell icon to be always aware of our new videos. Well, and for now, much love and namaste.
Namaste.